Hey, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to talk about the importance of letting your light shine. So, as you guys know, if you're new to this channel, I'm Britt Inspires, and this channel is all about inspiring you. I make videos as consistently as I can to just share some love and light and some inspiration. And today I had this thought. I was sitting and thinking to myself about letting your light shine and not being afraid to just be who you're supposed to be. Like, be authentic in your own journey, authentic in what it is you wish to pursue in your life and how you intend to take that journey, and allowing yourself to just simply flow in that. Okay, so we're gonna talk about it. I have some really great tools. I had a request from someone that helped me come up with an idea, and I'm going to create a guide. I want to really help those of you who are really trying to narrow down how to do a step-by-step process of really changing and shifting your reality and helping yourself step into your authentic light, really being able to recognize your value, your worth within yourself. That is really a huge level up when you're able to tap into who you really truly are, and not only like tap into it, but authentically live it out in your reality. And so that was one of the things that for me was a big shift and change, is when I started to realize who I was. I think you go through life sometimes, and when we're really young, we're really kind of programmed to think a certain way. We're programmed to see the world in the way that our parents see it, or the way that the school system sees it. So we go through our lives being told who we are and what we are, and being evaluated and compared with the other children, as far as skill sets, as far as talents, as far as the ability to do certain things like math or reading. So we grow up with these ideas of like, who am I in comparison to everybody else around me? But the thing is that it's not so much about you comparing yourselves with everyone around you. It's about finding your unique authenticity and finding your unique voice and the light that you come here to this earth to shine. And once you tap into that and you operate in that, your world will start to shift, as my world started to shift. And sometimes I call this the ego death, and I think it's it's like dying to yourself. Like the Bible talks about dying to yourself. You're dying to your ego daily. So this is something that happens, like a great shift that happens, but it's also something that you have to daily work to put into submission, which is your ego, your false self, or your carnal self, who wants to think a certain way, who wants to compare themselves to others, who wants to sort of have this false identity, this false sense of importance, this false sense of like, you know how the ego is, right? And there's a lot of ego traps, so you got to be careful. I know I myself, being a Leo, I fall into some of those ego traps at times, and I'm constantly working on it. But for you in your journey, if you really want to tap into your higher self and tap into your ability to really flow in your authenticity and in your light, and there's some ways that you can really tap in that, and then there's some ways to really help to shift your reality. And I'm diving into this modality called reality transurfing, and I'm really starting to get more into it. I talked about it on my other video a little bit, but I wanted to go through a couple steps that I learned from this channel that I follow, and I'm going to put the link in the bio below, because she's like really good at explaining how to understand reality transurfing in comparison to manifestation. So manifestation, I always talk about it. I'm always big on like, oh, you manifest your reality. You're constantly manifesting your reality. It's like a buzzword for me. But she uses this word called materializing. And so materializing is bringing things into your reality by doing, she says, these 3 main concepts, which is, or main steps, is keeping your vibration and frequency at a really high level. Okay, so when you keep your vibration and frequency at a high level, you're able to attract things into your reality better. Now, the caveat to this is that there are two other things that you need to be conscientious of, and I'm going to get into those in just a second. But before I jump into that, I want to say that with you maintaining a higher vibration and frequency, that is going to make you feel better. That is going to improve your health. It really helps in a lot of ways to just make you have a better experience. And how do you do that? You can listen to high vibrational frequencies, beats, like binary beats on YouTube. You can use manifestation magic, which is a meditation that you can do that helps to bring your vibration up. You can go outside and be in nature, spend time near trees and lakes and water, take salt baths, really spend time in nature because that helps to raise your vibration as well. There's a lot of different things you can do to keep your vibration at a high frequency. I always like to just search out online, just like looking for different ways or different tools that I can use. But those are some tools that you can use to keep your vibration and frequency at a high state, right? So everything is vibrating at a frequency. You vibrate at a frequency. So your moods and your feelings are indicators of what you're vibrating at. So how you're feeling inside, you know, and think about this. It's not always going to be like, oh, I'm always on the up and up. I'm always on the up and up. Sometimes you're going to feel a fluctuation in your vibration. So sometimes you're going to feel a little low and tired or sad. Like, it's okay. You're just going to work to keep your vibration up, right? You're going to work to bring it up whenever you feel sad or down. Okay, how can I bring this up a little higher? How can I bring this up a little higher? But don't beat yourself up if you're feeling sad, because it's normal. We're human. We have human emotions, and we process things the way we need to process them. The trick is you don't want to stay in that vibration, okay? You don't want to stay there for a long duration of time. Try to do your best to shift it. One way to shift it is to take a nap, or to do a meditation. Those are some two things. All right, so the third one is keeping your thoughts in a really, really good space. So your thoughts are so important. This is something that is obvious, but it's tricky. It's tricky because we're not just influenced by our own thoughts, we're influenced by other thought forms. So other thought forms being the news, the media, family, friends, negative thought patterns, different things that influence, what we think and feel about ourselves, or what we think and feel about our reality. And it's not always easy to shift those thoughts overnight. Sometimes you have to really put in the practice to transform the way you're thinking. That's why reading helps tremendously. When you read constantly, you're sort of reprogramming the way you're thinking. You're reprogramming your mind. When you meditate, when you surround yourselves with people that inspire you or uplift you, that helps too. That's why it's so important to be mindful of the time you spend, with who you spend, and how you feel when you're with those particular people. You just got to be in tune to the way you feel, because those are good indicators. A lot of times we can look on the outside and we think, oh my gosh, this is great. Like, this person's great for me. But if that person makes you feel a certain way, you got to really pay attention to that and understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and get to the bottom of it to see if that is in fact something, relationship that's going to help you evolve or get better or be in a happier state. You have to make your happiness a priority. You have to prioritize happiness over everything, because what's the point if you're not happy? What's the point if you're not able to be in a high vibratory state in your life if you're dealing with a lot of things that bring you down, So I know people deal with different energies that come around them that may make them feel sad or feel bad about themselves. And so you have to really monitor that and make sure you're conscientious of that energy around you. Also, what are you watching on TV? What are you spending time allowing into your spirit? Like, you really have to guard your spirit. Since I've been on my journey, I have been so conscientious about guarding my spirit from outside influences. I'm so much like, I try my best to be grounded. Sometimes I do get influenced because, of course, you know, like we all get influenced in some ways or another. But being conscious, thinking for yourself, making conscious thoughts for yourself, spending time to think about what you want in life, spending time journaling, writing out what you want, that helps you manifest and create and materialize things faster. Okay, so keeping your thoughts at a very high, keeping high value thoughts in your mind. Now, the third one is to be able to take high level action. Okay, so high level action, to me, in my mind, I think inspired action. I think of a state of flow. I think of a state of where you're able to like just be in the zone. You're getting things done. It's quality work. You know, it's good quality work, and you're in that flow state and you're able to maintain that energy and maintaining that work. So that's another really, really important piece to materializing things into your reality. There's a lot of different things that go into it, but those are the three main focuses that you want to be conscientious of on a daily basis. So you want to keep your thoughts and your vibration high, and you want to keep your actions at a high level. Okay, so how do you keep your actions on a high level? I think that one's pretty self-explanatory, but one of the things that I find myself doing is analysis paralysis, like getting stuck or being overthinking the process. To get past that, and you just have to jump in there and do the work and just get the flow going. Someone said, don't wait for inspiration to come. Take action now and the inspiration will follow. So you just keep pushing, keep doing the work, keep working on those processes. And those are some ways that you can start implementing a little bit of the modality of the reality transurfing into your life and materializing more of what you want. I'm going to give you guys a bonus one, and this is to really step into the person that you want to be. So if you see yourself being in this, I don't know, I'll give you guys an example of how I did this in my own life. There was a time in my life where I wanted to change careers, and I had just finished college, and I really wanted to step into a career that was exciting, that involved travel. I wanted to network. I wanted to have like, others and really be around a good network of people. And I was able to visualize what it would feel like if I was working at a career that fulfilled me in that way. And I was so focused on materializing that into my reality. Like, I really focused in on it. I even like visualized it. I could taste it. I could feel as if it was real. I wrote it down in the present. You want to write it down in the present. I wrote down what it felt like. I wrote down what it looked like. I read Psycho-Cybernetics, and I did the whole like movie screen. It was a activity that you basically did. You like close your eyes and you sat in a movie theater with your eyes closed. You imagine yourself in a movie theater, and then you played out what you wanted to create in your life. And it's really helpful tool to help you visualize if you struggle with visualization, because visualizing and scripting is important to materializing as well. Like, you want to be able to visualize things. You want to be able to script it out. And that's how you're going to manifest a new reality or bring in more of what you really want. Another, like, I'm going to give you guys another little tip. And this one is, so I wanted to move out into a new place, right? Or I wanted to feel more opulent in my environment. So what I started to do was I started adding little pieces of things that make me feel opulent, like luxurious, and I love plants. So plants bring in this airiness, so I started to get more plants, and as I was doing this, my apartment complex started actually remodeling and upgrading. And so little signs like that will start to come into play where you'll start to notice like shifts happening already. And that's what you really want to focus on, right? If you're walking down the street, say you see a nickel or a dime on the floor and you're trying to manifest money, more money into your reality, don't take that for granted, because that is a lead. That is showing you, hey, it's coming, right? So you want to appreciate it. You also pick it up. You feel that vibration of like, more is coming. I have money flowing in. And so that's a really good tip too. So you guys, I don't want to make it too long of a video, but I had the thought and I was like, I want to share this with you guys because it's been really helpful to me in my reality, and things sort of just flow to me in my life. It's I don't know if it's luck, you know, but it's really intentional. When I want something and when I focus on something, it tends to come into my reality pretty fast and with ease, especially when I want something really, really bad. So use some of those tools. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave some more resources in my description below, so I encourage you guys to check it out. Also check out Manifestation Magic. That has been a huge help for me in helping increase my vibration and bring me into a higher state. Also, I have my product inspiration cups, and I'd love for you guys to try it out. If you love coffee, I'd love for you guys to give it a try or gift a friend with it. It's a great subscription box. You can buy it one time or you can do the subscription, but it's all about inspiration. You have your planners, journals that come inside, along with coffee, a candle, just perfect for your morning routine. So you have like everything you need to do your morning routine. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me on this video. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your energy. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Okay? Thank you guys. Have a great one. Have a good one.